Let's learn phrasal verb. Rise up. Phrasal verb. Listen. Phrasal verb, rise up.
Subir, ir para cima, surgir, aparecer, levantar, aumentar de volume, ficar mais alto, aumentar tom musical, vir ou subir a mente, levantar-se em protesto ou revolta.
Rise up over fast-flowing rivers. In this difficult terrain, air support gave.
In 1905, a writer for a Bengali seditious newspaper proclaimed,
and rise up to the rare air of world class and really get good at granularity.
On the fence.
To become even very special leaders in this time.
That we must rise up and counteract these forces from the dark side that are out there.
This whole room is going to have to come together and rise up because necessity is.
Tigers will often rise up and sort of check us out, and he's just beginning his research out there to find out what.
We often think that people as a whole rise up in favor of some product or idea, but it's actually informational cues that sometimes through a.
Why did people rise up to criticize problems like this? And
forcing the oppressed labor class to rise up and seize control of the government.
Circumstance that warrants people of conscience to rise up and do something. And
the nonprofit is called Rise Up Believes. I started it about 15 years ago. And
cause an emotion to rise up inside of you. So just a quick overview.
People should rise up to the occasion and protect our children.
You can help this woman rise up to her own potential.
You know, you have like an introduction of flavors and things rise up. The garden is kind of
that rise up to give us information.
And then they rise up out of that process, the perfect pictures of health.
For me. When this happens,
if we can rise up to that kind of companionship,
can rise up and move forward with purposeful endurance in my profession. Thank you.
Whenever men and women rise up for their own freedom, they will know that the American president is on their side.
Rise up, cry, shake your slumber.
They started to rise up and attack.
Pressures on the family play in terms of who actually can sort of rise up, or how many women can rise up, women who have families can rise up to the very top level.
Do it would just rise up. You know, I think that
the hot air balloon is rising up above the clouds. As the water rose up, It covered the fields and streets. The water is rising up fast. You had better get to higher ground. It was amazing watching all those hot air balloons rising up at the same time. He clutched the seat and shut his eyes the moment he felt the plane rise up into the air. Lush green hillsides rising up ahead of us. The blue mountains of Muskesha rose up ahead. On the horizon, more mountains rose up. Between them there were valleys. The campers were eating breakfast when they saw the sun rise up over the mountains. He tried to rise up out of bed. The choir rose up together and began to sing. After the prayer, we all rose up from our knees to sing a hymn. The kindergartners rose up after nap time and resumed their activities. A chorus rises up on the soundtrack. In the final chorus, the altos rose up above the other voices. The swimming pool began rising up until it overflowed and flooded the backyard. The chorus rose up in a majestic surge of music, leaving the listeners shaken with emotion. A memory rose up in my mind. A little bit of panic rose up in me. And the longing to do so rose up in me. Even though the situation seemed desperate, I felt hope rise up within me. The people rose up in revolt against the king. The migrant workers rose up against the unfair wages. The peasants rose up in revolt against the landowner. Our own tribespeople immediately rose up in revolt.